Hi, my name is Kalinda Bundy, and I am taking the Sign Language 101 class with you. I am excited to introduce myself. Your first question was, why do I want to learn American Sign Language? Well, I love sign language. I always have, even from the time I was little. But I actually loved it enough that when I got my degree from Idaho State University, I did my minor. My major was in elementary education, but my minor was in education of the hearing impaired. And so I learned the ESL version of sign language, not the ASL version, so I'm excited to learn the official language of sign language. The second question you asked is, do I plan on using American Sign Language in the future? I hope so. Just recently I was substitute teaching in a classroom, and one of the girls there was deaf and her interpreter was there with her. It was a really rough day of substitute teaching, but if it hadn't have been, I would have loved to talk with the interpreter more. But as it was, I didn't. But that's kind of what sparked my desire to take this class as part of my continuing education in keeping my certificate for teaching. So yes, I hope to use it in the future. I do not know for sure how that will work. The third question was, what experiences have you had with deaf people? Actually, it's been really fun. When I was like I said, I went to Idaho State University. When I was there, they had deaf lunches, so I used to go to those. I also used to work at Perkins Restaurant, and since I was the only one that understood any sign language at all, a lot of the deaf community, when they came in to eat, I was their server because I could understand them at least a little bit to be able to take their order and serve them. Granted, I was very new at it and was constantly fumbling, but I think they at least appreciated the fact that I had some experience. I also had a friend in college that was deaf, and we took some classes together, so we got to spend some time together, and I got to watch his interpreter. It's a beautiful language. I just love how the expression is, how the hands work with the face, that work with the emotions, everything. It's just beautiful. I also have a girl at my church who just recently, she was almost completely deaf when she was born. She just recently had the cochlear implants and can hear again with the help of hearing aids. And it's been fascinating to watch that process. And I know that's kind of a catch-22 in the deaf world because of the hearing deaf cultural issues, I guess is the best way to put it. But anyway, it's still fascinating. The last question is, what plans do I have for interaction with other signers of deaf people? Well, unfortunately, I don't know many that actually live here in Arizona, but at our Peoria Public Library, they do have an American Sign Language class that some of the high school students are teaching. And so I figured that on those days, as they are coming to teach, which I believe are Saturdays, I will go down there and sign with them and practice my skills. And then, of course, using the MLS, I think it was the MLS. Anyway, it's the website that was on the syllabus. I'll use that too. To introduce myself a little further of what I like and my interests, I love to go hiking, love to be outdoors, camping. I love to read at night when my kids and my family are finally to bed. Everyone else is sleeping, but I'm up enjoying my book. I love fairy tales and Christian romance novels. I am a Christian in the Mormon faith. I have 2 sisters who are both married and no brothers, and I have 2 children of my own, 2 sons. I have been married for 13 years, and I grew up in Reno, Nevada, went to college in Idaho and Montana, and then came to Arizona to start my teaching career. I taught in the Cartwright School District for 3 years, and then became pregnant with my oldest son and retired, and have been substitute teaching ever since then in the Glendale Elementary School District. That's me in a nutshell, and I hope you've enjoyed getting to know me.